I'm going to have a little bit of a different approach. First, I want to thank everybody here for giving us so much feedback on this project, which we've heard about already. Basically, what I want to talk to you is about our problem. It's about our challenge. It's always about this, right? To start the project of in Viladecans. This is a region of about 5 million people, and we have one defining characteristic, and it's that we eat every day. And we need to get our food from somewhere. And all of this is just basically forest, what you see in green. The rest is construction. This is some arid land. Well, this is actually wine production and other stuff. And the only farmland that we have, like for produce, would be this area over here where Viladecans you see stands out. So this looks promising, right? Peri-urban agriculture and opportunity. Well, let me tell you a little bit about what that looks like in detail. And when you look at it in detail, you have, on the one hand, you have an airport over here. On the one hand, on the other hand, you have all of the pressure from urbanization, as you can see. This is basically the area at the top is basically housing. The area in between these two lines is basically industrial area. And then you have this somewhat farmland, and then you have some undefined kind of dark green area over here. Well, this is a natural reserve. So you have a natural preservation area for birds and a Natura 2000 area, and that is having some pressure to grow. So the farmland, as you can see, is pretty pressured. So how are we going to move forward? So that's what the object of the PA is about. Basically defining a vision for the future. And instead of doing it with a chart, I thought I'd borrow from Dominic Hofstetter this fantastic slide. And this is our vision for the future. So what do we envision? So something like this. It's going to be a combination of things. We're going to have some kind of natural-based solutions for nature-based solutions for managing the land and the natural areas. We can't leave them by themselves. You know, you've seen how anthropized or anthropomorphized or whatever, pressured by man, by humans is that area. So it doesn't sustain itself. So we need to do something. So that's one thing. The other thing is we need clearly regenerative agricultural practices, which we don't have, and they need to expand, because we need to improve the nature of the soil and the biodiversity in our area altogether. And then we also need to have some other form of agriculture, which we don't know, but is going to be highly technified, which is going to have, as a purpose, just try to feed the 5 million people who eat every day, right? So this is kind of the mix of solutions that we need developed in our region of Viladecans. So, okay, so that's the vision. So how do we do this? So we have this thing called the AGRODELTA Lab. And the AGRODELTA Lab is an experimentation space that has basically two phases. On the one hand is a living lab. On the other hand is a sandbox. And we've already discussed what the sandbox is about. I'm not sure that we all understand. We're all kind of learning what that looks like, but this is the purpose, basically, to have both the technologies and the solutions and the creativity to drive the project forward, and also have the regulations that allow us to basically overcome the barriers of the existing paradigm to try to achieve it. So that's it. Thank you.